Welcome back to the Cardinal Report. This week's correspondent is junior Rachel Seacrest, who will take us inside the Cardinal Corner.
Hi, my name's Rachel Seacrest. I'm a junior on the North Central College track and field team, and I was the indoor national champion in the pole vault. And this is our track team, and I'm going to be interviewing some of the guys and gals to do a season preview. This is Lauren Brightmore, our secret weapon. And what are some of your goals individually and team-wise for like the conference level and the national level?
For conference, ideally, I'd like us to win all our relays and beat Illinois Wesleyan because I'm kind of sick of them, not going to lie.
And what is your favorite part of the 400-meter dash?
Well, partially when it's over. And if you run it correctly, you'll still have a little bit left for like most of the race. So like if you have enough, I like it when you have enough left at the end to like finish hard.
This is Sam Bunsen. She's a junior on the track team, and she placed in the outdoor conference meet in the 400-meter hurdles. What do you think our team is capable of doing this season?
I think we are capable of winning. Seriously, we did so well in indoor. I feel like we just have so much momentum going still from indoor that we really have the capability to win conference.
What do you think our team needs to focus on the rest of the season?
Well, I think the team, so we kind of have a lot of injuries right now, even though they're minor. I think people just need to tend to them and just keep taking care of themselves. And personally, I just need to, I'm not injured. I just need to sleep and eat right.
This is Annie Adamson. She's also a junior on the track and field team here. Annie, what is your favorite event to do for our team?
My favorite event would have to be the triple jump. Second would probably be high and long.
Oh, I failed to mention, Annie also provisionally qualified for the national meet indoors this year. Woo! We'll look forward to seeing you fly through the air and land in that sand. All right, Greg, what is your favorite event that you do for us?
Favorite event would have to definitely be the 400.
What is your favorite part of the 400 race?
The favorite part of the 400 race would definitely be the last 100 meters, because that's when you have to lay it all on the line, and that's when it makes a difference between a tenth of a second and a whole second. So definitely the last 100 meters of it.
This is Matt Borchard, and he placed in the high jump at the Outdoor CCIW Championships last year. What do you think your team is capable of doing at the conference level?
Conference level, I think that coming off of last year's kind of hard defeat is we're going to come with so much intensity and passion this year that it really shouldn't even be a challenge for Augie.
Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed meeting the rest of our team, and you should definitely check out our last two meets at home. They're last chance meets, and you can see me tear it up in the pole vault.
We welcome on North Central College Sports Information Director Clark Teuscher for this brief timeout. Clark, let's start off with the baseball team, where Mike Kloss was named CCIW Co-Pitcher of the Week.
Yeah, he pitched a complete game for the first time this season on Friday up at Elmhurst. Struck out 17 batters, only allowed 3 hits. Normally that's enough to get you the award all by yourself, but there's a pitcher from North Park that also had a pretty good week, so he ended up having to share it. But still a good award for him nonetheless.
Clark, we're kind of midway through the season. How's the baseball team feel about their progression and where they are in conference right now, currently in 5th place with a 4-7 conference record?
Well, they lost their first 10 conference games last year, so they're certainly ahead of where they were a year ago in that respect. But I think they've definitely put the poor start behind them. They've worked out some issues with part of the pitching staff. They still got some of that to go with some younger players. But their offensive lineup is rounded out pretty well. So I think they've got to the point where they're about to hit their stride and make a bid to try and get into the conference tournament.
Well, staying on the diamond, over on the softball field, Kara Reed, she was a CCIW Hitter of the Week. That's the second Hitter of the Week award that the Cardinals have had in 3 weeks.
And this one maybe is a little more significant because she did it largely against conference competition. So that's certainly an encouraging sign there. They've been performing well in conference play, and they've got some games coming up pretty soon that are going to determine whether or not they might be able to host the conference tournament.
Yeah, and the Cardinals right in the position where the preseason rankings kind of said they would be. They're in 2nd place with a 5-1 CCIW record. Any signs that they have what it takes this year to overcome an Illinois Wesleyan team?
Well, we should find out pretty soon. They play them here in the next few days. and that doubleheader may decide who ends up finally hosting it. So if they take care of business then, that'll go a long way toward making sure they get that done.
And then Clark, over to men's tennis. Big matchup last Monday against Carthage College, where the Cardinals, they dropped the decision 6-3.
Well, and even though they lost that match, it's kind of a statement about how far they've come in a pretty short amount of time. That match used to be an automatic 9-0 rout for the last 2 or 3 years. So, they were able to take 3 matches off of them, and all but 1 or 2 of the matches were very competitive. So it's certainly an encouraging sign, even though they weren't able to come up with a victory.
Well, number 1 singles, Sam Sweeney, he got the victory in the number 1 singles. And then when teamed up with Matt Boguslavsky, the number 1 doubles, they got the win as well.
Yeah, when you put your 2 top singles players together, it doesn't always work out as a good doubles pair, but it certainly looks like it's doing so in that case. And Sam's victory at number 1 singles was again over the number 11 player in the region, and Sam was ranked 18th heading into the match. So it looks like he'll be able to make a move up that ladder as well.
Clark, Carthage, I believe they've won like the last 5 CCIW tennis tournaments. North Central College, Sweeney, he's a junior, but outside of that, really a lot of those top guys are freshmen. Does the team kind of still think maybe a year or 2 away from taking a CCIW championship?
It seems to be that way. Common sense would dictate that it would work out like that. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, but they're certainly pretty optimistic about their chances to succeed in the conference if they're able to compete with the perennial leader like they were on Monday.
In the CCIW tournament, is it going to be a head-to-head matchup, or do all the teams figure in?
The way they do the tennis tournament in the CCIW is it's actually different from the women's tournament, where it's more of an individual format. It's more of a team head-to-head event, so your lower end parts of your lineup become very important in terms of those team scores. So I think it benefits the North Central team to have it in that format, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays out.
Well, Clark, thanks again for all your hard work. And tune in next week as we take a look at the softball team's matchup with Benedictine. NCTV 17 is always keeping you connected with your area sports scene. I'm Jeff Mahoney. See you next time on your community television leader, Channel 17. Go Cardinals.